Hey Cancers, welcome to Vivid Vibration. My name is Christina. I hope that y'all are doing well. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please give me a like, share, and subscribe if this video resonates with you. Cancers, we got like 15 gazillion cards. Not really, but we got a lot. So, the shadow, the riddle, the dead end, the king, the offering, the threshold, the unseen, the nectar, the womb, the kiss, the heart, and the poet. Holy fuck. Okay. Cancers, I kind of want to start in somebody else's energy because it doesn't feel like our energy. I want to start with the shadow and the dead end. Um, I say that, oh, you can be on either side of the story. Like, honestly, take it how it resonates, and you could kind of be experiencing it, like their general reads. So take what resonates for you, leave the rest. Okay, so the dead end and the shadow. I mean, I feel like there's this idea of like I want to say constantly running into the same issues and like wondering like why the fuck does this where did this cycle begin, right? I mean, like, an MO for therapists is to really like timeline your life patterns back to childhood traumas. And I kind of get the feeling that that's like what you've been doing or what another person has been doing. Quite possibly you and another person have just been sorting through like cyclical patterns in your lives, and why is it these patterns keep exhibiting themselves, and in what point in time did this pattern begin? And I want to say, from there, that I want to go to the unseen, because the unseen is the idea of dreams or apparitions or, like otherworldly experiences. Cancers were very empathic, and so I kind of want to say that the idea here is that like you've been feeling your way through it. Is kind of how I want to say it. Like you've just been like piecing things together, right? Like dreams that you have, experiences that you have, patterns that you have, like relationships that like the relationships in your life and how they play out and why they play out that way, and like how do you overcome something that literally like feels out of your control, right? You're like, it does not matter if I fucking am on my hands and like up in the air doing flips and like turning tricks. You know what I mean? Like it literally does not matter. Like this, like for whatever reason, I can't seem to get past this hurdle. And then I want to go to the king, the offering, and the threshold, because I feel like Cancers, there's an idea here that you have an opportunity to really move forward. I want to say past this like dead end that you keep reaching. You know, read was that in? I feel like that was maybe a Scorpio read. I don't know. Some of y'all could be dealing with Scorpios. But it was in a read that I did a while back, honestly. But it's this idea of like being in a dark space and trying to find your way out. Kind of like think panic room, but everything's pitch black and you can't see your way out. And you're like, you keep trying and trying and trying. You feel like you've tried every area. You've counted your steps. You've paced your way along the wall. It's like, okay, I know that there's something that I've missed, but like, what else is there left for me to uncover at this point? And somebody coming along and saying, hey, let's go this way. This is the direction that you need to go. I have the light, but you have the key. You know what I mean? And so I feel like there's an idea here, again, Cancers, of somebody saying, like, hey, I have the light, you have the key. Like, come this way. Because it's a decision to make an offer that helps you to really move out of this position that you feel very like, how the fuck am I supposed to do this exactly? Could somebody maybe like give me a clue? Like give me like offer me something useful other than you got this, kid, you can do it. You know what I mean? And it's like I feel like you're getting that opportunity. Um and I want to say it's a love relationship that like it's coming in the form of love. If it's not coming in the form of love, if you're already married and you're like, well, that doesn't, like maybe you and your spouse are gonna really like like work on developing something together that you're like, damn, this is big. We're excited to be working on this. Like we're excited for all of this. Take it how it resonates. Obviously it'll play out differently for all of my cancers, but the idea here is that, like there's an opportunity to really go towards something that gives you life. The heart is where the home is where the heart is what I always think of with this card. They've got like the nest, but there's a boat within the nest. And so I feel like there's an idea, cancers, I almost feel like, some of my cancers might be traveling, doing the like the van life type of thing. Others of you all may just be really like exploring creative endeavors that, open up opportunities for you. But I feel like, so this could be coming in the form of a job opportunity as well. Of something that you really love that really like taps into your creativity. But whatever it is, it feels like it's something that feels very safe to you. Which is a very large contrast from, like what it is that I feel like you were experiencing previously in cancers. That's definitely been a theme that's been playing out in our reads for a while now. It's just the idea of like these stark contrasts of, like one experience and then it's like a completely different experience. It's just like the flip side of the coin, but like it's a whole different, like if you get heads, you go first. You know what I mean? Like when you've always gotten tails, you've always gone last. I feel like it's just this idea of like, but now you're being offered the opportunity to really, like step into your creativity and I want to say out of this cyclical pattern that you found yourself subject to. The Two of Swords, the Four of Swords, and the High Priestess. Well, yeah, I love that because again, it's this idea of like cutting away with things that are no longer necessary and laying them to rest. And I like the only thing I can say is that like there's just this idea here of really cutting away with the confusion, cutting away with the dead ends, cutting away with like this state of existing in the shadows, and it's like I have a key but I don't have the light and I have to try and find the fucking door. Sorry, I don't think you're supposed to say that on YouTube anymore. But like I can't. But like somebody coming along and saying, like, hey, here's an opportunity to go this way, and I feel like cancers, you really are just like, I mean, the high priestess is the idea of being very intuitive, like a psychic knowing, and I feel like there's really not a lot of hesitation when this opportunity comes your way because it's so different from what you've been facing and dealing with that like you can't help but see how vastly different it is. The Four of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, the Eight of Wands, and the Lovers. Um, Cancers, I mean, I feel like there's an opportunity. I mean, the Four of Pentacles with the heart and the womb and the kiss. I mean, the Four of Pentacles is kind of the idea of like family card, in this deck anyways, and like creating security. And I feel like there's an idea here of like of releasing the confusion and really again being made an offer to do something that you are really passionate about, that you really love. Whether this plays out for my cancers as like a love offering, or a job opportunity to do something that you really love, it allows you to engage in your creativity. It is creating the like it's going from that escape room that is all completely dark with a key and no idea how to find the hole or the door or the window or whatever it is that you're looking for because it's all like it's all hidden and you don't have any other tools to work with, and somebody coming along and offering you the opportunity to really completely move in a different direction. I want to say kind of quickly, like I this energy feels like a decision that says like, here, go this way with me. And I want to say you knowing in your heart of hearts that that is exactly the direction you're supposed to go, or like this is exactly what I need to do, because everybody else who's come through this room, I feel like they've like they haven't served to help, they've only served to cause confusion. and this person is actually offering light. There's such a like a massive like difference between what this person comes with and what somebody else, what you've experienced with people in the past. The Queen of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Hanged Man. Again, I feel like this opportunity, like I want to say that for some of you, it may seem like a rash decision. And yet, I don't think that you view it as a rash decision because it's again, this idea of like, no, I know what I've been trying to do. Like if you're in an escape room and you have the key and you're trying to get through, and everyone who's come through is just served to like throw you off. The second somebody shows up with a torch and shows you the direction that you need to go to use that key, uh, that person has completely different intentions than all of the other people, right? And I kind of want to say that there's an idea here of like somebody who comes in with completely different intentions, and while it may be like it may seem like a leap of faith because like yes, it's going to like offer me a way out, but will it help me to that next level? And I kind of want to say here, like Cancers, yeah, absolutely it will, which I love. I think that's great. I hope it resonates. Okay, so let's do one more card for my Cancers, and we'll call it a read. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's red. I mean, it's sort of this idea of like being connected. And Cancers, again, I really do kind of feel like it's this idea of like, you know what you've been trying to do. Like if I've been trying to get out of this escape room and, like, and here's my chance, I feel like you'll know that chance when you see it. You'll like, I feel like there's not a lot of hesitation there. Like there might be an idea of like moving too quickly. I mean, the Fool, she just kind of like jumps, just goes for it. And I feel like maybe seeing that, because it's not necessarily a very Cancerian thing to do, is to just like jump. I mean, Cancers scuttle to the side and like go around issues and try to figure it out and are very like protected. And so like jumping off the edge and like doing something is not like a trait that is common with Cancers, and yet I feel like there's an idea here of like jumping in and just doing it and having that level of knowledge, like a level of knowledge of if I've been in this escape room and this person is helping me out when nobody in this room has helped me out, and I've had this key and I've been looking this whole time and I've gone over every inch of this fucking room. I'm just gonna stop saying that. I'm sorry. But like I've covered it all, and it's like okay, like how can we like question that opportunity when it presents itself to us, right, Cancers? And I feel like that's kind of the idea here of like, I'm not going to second guess this opportunity. Like I can finally see, and I have not been able to see this entire time. I love that. Okay, Cancers, if this resonates with y'all, please give me a like, share, and subscribe. I am doing personal reads. If you're interested in booking a personal read with me, please click the link in the description box below. It is where we part ways. Thank you so much for spending some time with me, and I hope to see y'all again soon. Bye.